these Gemaras hopefully should be easier for all of us, as we learned these pretty recently. So let's get started. Your Testament base, and here we go. He says Sukkah Kinyan Succah. Someone makes a sukkah like a srif. A srif was those branches that go up in a circle. The term that article uses is a conical hut. What is a conical hut? I have no clue, but that's what they say, and that's what I wrote. Why write words you don't know what they mean? I don't know. I guess that's what you do. Or you lean the guys, the schach, against the wall, which when we learned, we had a big book on the Eizvahadr picture book over here. They don't show that there's a back wall. We pointed out that Avada, there has to be a back wall, or else you don't have a sukkah. The din is, Rav Eliezer points to the shein l'gag, v'chachamim machshir.
This is their
Yes, that's ridiculous, because there's only two walls. They can't be a sukkah. So
the way you make it sounds like it's
no, so that's a machlokes Rishonim. If you look, I think it might say Taisus there, no? I think there's two pshatim. That's how they wrote Kinyan Succah.
Oh, it's just Kinyan Succah.
No, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No, they're arguing in our school. They're arguing in the other picture books. That's the other one. Yeah, they're being fired because they forgot to put the back wall on. And about the
No, but I'm not sure if you mean it's like a cylindrical
circle. Yeah. That's what the other picture book has it. No, this one has also. They have also no conical hut. Testament vase. 1 second. I think this is the same picture book. Yeah, this one. No, it's machlokes. Yeah, look at the picture above it. Oh, they fixed.
No, mine doesn't have it.
Okay, this is fascinating. Clever. Here we have the Shikl Teretz. You do the top one. No, you don't. First of all, here, this is a strif. This is the circle guy. This is the strif. Number one. Number two is, if you look at the next picture, they put a back wall on it. See that? For some reason, when you go weiter in the pictures, on the next page, they get rid of the back wall. So now we just have a stira mineube. Okay. No mazapo.
That's a yurt. It's a rounded tent.
A yurt. A yurt. We learn new languages every day. But either way, this is what we're talking about. Let's have pictures, and here we have it. Zog the Heilige Gemara Tanam.
Oh, this is Leo Rambam. You see with the wall in the back.
Yeah, but turn the next page. Look at the next page. Oh, they got rid of the wall in the back. Out of straw, out of branches. Yeah.
For illustrative purposes, they got rid of it.
Yeah, for illustrative purposes. All objects appear closer than they do in the mirror. Never understood that one. Tana. Ma'adir Rav Eliezer. Yeah. Shemigbiam in a karka tefach. If you lift it off the ground, the tefach. Or shefligam in a koisel tefach. Then shehi kshira. Why? Maitai mayu. The Rabbanan. Actually, then Rav Eliezer holds kosher. Why is it kosher? Again, if you lift it up a little bit, or if you lift it off the wall a little bit. Here we go. Here you lift it up. You lift it off the wall a little bit over here. So why is it kosher? Because then you're making it into a roof. See these pictures? Now you made a roof on it, and therefore it's going to be kosher. If you lift it off the wall, then you mamish have a roof. Ma'ita ma'u dirabanan. Says Gemara, why the Ma'isa Rabbanan hold its kosher without that? Shipui oilim karlim dami. They hold a slanted wall has a din of an oil. And therefore, there's no issue in all these cases. It's a slanted wall in a chanami. But a slanted wall is a din of an oil of a roof. And therefore, as long as you have the other walls, everything is good.
According to Rav Yehuda, if there was a mace in there, would it be metame? Or if you're in the same tent, in the same...
One knows it's the same dinim. Very interesting. Very interesting. L'chayra.
We're saying it's not a roof.
Rav Eliezer, you mean to say? But according to Rav Eliezer, l'chayra nisht.
Just goes up.
L'chayra.
It's still there.
No, he's saying if halachically there's no roof, then it's nothing. Yeah. I definitely hear the rayon. Abai ashchad Rav Yosef to Gani b'kila. Abai found Rav Yosef. He's taking a nap in a canopy bed. Kilas chasanim b'sukkah. Barged into the middle of his wonderful nap. Amrlei, no picture. Amrlei, Kiman, Rav Eliezer. Why? The Rav Eliezer holds that if you have a teepee area, it's not an oil, so it's not a problem. Shavkis Rabbanon, Vav this Rav Eliezer. What's going on? Amrlei, Braisa Ibchatani. So I'm going with the Rav Eliezer. Oh, Shavi the Masnitan Vavike Braisa. Amle Masnitan Yichidai. Titania. I used to ask him in Sreva, like Kaisel. Rav Nosson Omer, Rav Eliezer, Paisel Neishein Lagav Chamachshirim. So therefore, we have this brisa, and our Mishnah is a Das Yachid. So go switching around the names, and therefore he's actually going like the Chachamim. Says the Heilige Mishnah, Machatzel Eskonim Gedoyla, a large mat, asal lishchiva, it's made to lie down. Mikabeles toma. Then it is mikabel toma. Again, what's the critical nikuda we have to know is not how big the mat is, which we're going to see will play a relevance, but it is it made as a kli? Is it supposed to be a mattress? So if it's a solish chiva, then it's a mattress, and then the din is it's mikabel toma. Vein misach lichin bon, you can't use it as chach. L'sikoch, the mat is made for schach, like all our bamboo mats. Misachim bo, vein mikabel toma. Rav Eliezer Omer, achas ketana v'achas gedayla. It all depends upon there's nothing to do with the size, has to do with why it was made. Ask the Gemara, we have a stira in Diyukim, a very classical Gemara. Yes?
It's not even what it's used for, it's what it's made for.
Correct. 100%. Kavana plays an integral role. Frag the Gemara, Gufa Kasha. Amrit. Asal l'shchiva mikabelas toma v'misachem ba. Time of asal l'shchiva. Hastam l'sikoch. Says the Gemara. Says in the Mishnah, you made it for shchiva. So then what? Sounds like only if it's for shchiva. But time of asal l'shchiva. What's stam? Stam is going to be good. But what does the end of the Mishnah say? V'ader tani l'sikoch. If you made it for schach. Then misachim bavin because time of the sol l'shchiva l'sikoch hastama l'shchiva. So we have a stira. What is a stam mat made for? On one hand, it sounds like a stam mat is a schach. Well, the other hand, stam mat is for lying down. Says Marhala Kasha, Kamikdana, Kamiktana. It depends how large the mat is. Rav Eliezer Omer, he argues. Achas ketana, achas gedayla, asal l'shchiva kval samin misach bo time of the sol l'shchiva. Same kasha. Hastama l'sikoch. Ema seifa asal l'shchiva misach bo time of the sol l'shchiva. Hastama l'shchiva. Ella Amar Rav. Now the Ella over here keys us in. That what does Ella mean? It's a new pshat. Which means we're going all the way back. We're not just changing pshat in Rav Eliezer. We're changing pshat in the Gans Mishnah. 4 lines to the bottom. Ella Amar Rav. Big Gedayla. Kuli Amalei Pligi Distama L'Sikoch. A large mat is chach. What's the machlokes? Tanakam and Rav Eliezer ki Pligi. Beketanon. Tanakama Savar Stam Kana L'Shchiva. Rav Eliezer Stam Kitana. Nami Le Schikoch. V'hachika Amar. And this is what Rav Eliezer is teaching us as we move over to the top of Chaf Amid Aleph. Machatzel Zakonim Gidayla. Asal L'Shchiva Mikval Stam Ezachem Ba. And why? Because a Gidayla, we just said that the stam is for schach. So says Rav Eliezer, but if you come and you're lafuke, if you come and you bedavka make a l'shchiva, then it makes it into a kli. Time to asal l'shchiva, stam and asik misha asal l'sichach, and misachachin ba. Also, we skipped the parentheses, which is usually the mahalach. V'asar v'laz l'meimar, achas ketano, v'achas kedoyla, stomach, sheira l'sikoch. It says Rav Eliezer, all of them, the stam is going to be kosher. The only time it's a problem, according to Rav Eliezer, is if you bedavka make it to lie upon. Everyone could just do a quick chazar for 35 seconds. We're gonna get the half soggy schnitzel.
David, you already almost have a minute. Let's see if you can go with that post. The family was here tonight.
Oh, my family was.
There's a few people who come from Ireland. We've had it consistently for a while. Doing himself home,
Okay. It's Shtickle helped open here. Shtickle helped. Okay. Continue. There's more for the share later. If anyone is nervous, eat to your heart's content. Please cover the Heilige Chazarah. Succah Chazarah. Baruch Hashem. No, is it really? Yeah. Okay. Heilig. Baruch Hashem. No.
So, the
Rabbi
first.
Yisrael Slanter says you're supposed to utilize Gashmias for Ruchnias. That's what Rabbi Yisrael writes. Rabbi Yisrael, the greatest Baal Mussar, writes that take Gashmias and utilize it to aid the Ruchnias. That's what he says. Yeah.
The Kinyan Succah. We're not talking about the shape of the Sukkah.
Yeah.
We're talking about the shape of the Sukkah.
Yeah. Which case?
Kinyan Succah. The first
Yeah. Round.
the Sukkah is the Sukkah.
The whole Sukkah is round Schach.
So this picture is correct in the fact that there are no true.
Correct. Very good.
Right.
Right. Good. Let me speak to that again. And the sugya was, I ran a little fast. And the sugya was, if your schach is also your walls, so you either don't have walls, you don't have schach, you don't have something. So the Gemara learned that you don't have schach. You don't have schach. Okay, Gevaldik. Where are we holding? Heilige Chametz, Baruch Hashem. Guys, I always thought the whole shtickle, like you eat chametz before Pesach, you're mekayim beer. Meiser Shmuel writes that he holds his mamash a mitzvah. He holds any chametz that you consume within 30 days to get rid of your chametz is your mekayim a din of beer or chametz. Mekayim a mitzvah, he writes. Fascinating. I always thought it was like one of these like cute things like they say in yeshiva to have more beer. But he writes it real. Okay, Chavra, where are we up to right now? We're on Chafam and Aleph, where we're all the way at the top. The reason was this was all one long conversation. So believe it or not, let's go back Nachamal. Let's go back to the Mishnah one more time in the bottom of your Testament vase, because it's all one long conversation, and therefore let's have the conversation again. Yeah, your Testament vase. We're going to start from the second Mishnah. Succah Chazarah. What's the story with the machatzeles kanim? I would be mechabed someone else to read, but I don't know if it's a kibbut at this point. So, Shashi, you're timing it as a kibbut. Saying if you would read, you puncture eating schnitzel.
Exactly.
I hear. So I'll start reading again.
We're using the Gashmias for the rough.
There you go. So I'll start reading again, and if anyone at any moment has an empty mouth and wants to chime in, feel free. I don't put pressure, but it's mamish one conversation. So let's go back to the Mishnah, and we'll do it again. Machatzeles konim gedayla. Oh, Shashi, your mouth happens empty. You want to read? Machatzeles konim gedayla. Yeah, a mat. Gedayla.
This is another Chazar.
Another Chazar, because it's mamish one conversation. So I think we really and it's also one of these things that just reads. Mamish just reads, so we just read it very fast. Let's just do it again. Everyone, yeah. But we start with the second Mishnah. It's a new thing, and feel free if you don't want to read out loud, you can read along quietly. I have a problem whenever I read with a chavrisa, like they try to read, and I just dive ahead. I don't know how to not do. It's a thing I do. So anyone feel free to read along with. Machatzelas kanim gedayla. Yes, we have a large mat. So let's just be careful. The Mishnah says asal l'shchiva. Then mikabel stamei misachem ba. L'sikach, which means if it was made for schach, misachem ba ve'imekvel stama. Which right there, when you read the Mishnah, you already see the Gemara's kasha. On one hand, it says made for this. Other hand, it says made for that. So the implication is what? Hafach, the implication is a stira, which will be the Gemara's kasha in a moment. Rav Eliezer Aimer, achas kedan v'achas gedayla, asar l'shchim v'kval stam misachaba, v'sichum misachaba v'kval stama. And now we see the same exact issue in Rav Eliezer. And basically the kasha that the whole half an hour is discussing, what is a stam mat? If you make a mat for schach, fine. If you make a mat for a bed, fine. What's a stam mat? You go to Home Depot, you buy your mat. What is the din of a stam mat? That's mamish this whole discussion.
It doesn't differentiate.
Asal l'shriva.
No,
Oh, correct. Very good. And Rav Eliezer does, and that's part 2, which is what we have to shtim, and that's really going to be the next part. Very good. Says the Gemara, Hagufa kasha. Amri, first we said asal l'shchiva v'kal mikam zachem, but time of the obvious implication is asal l'shchiva, astam l'schicha, V'hader tani l'sichim v'sachim b'avinu v'galos tama. Time to sal l'schiva l'stam l'shchiva. So a stira into yukim. The implications are contradictory. Says the Gemara, ha loi kasha. Kan bigidayla, kan bigdana. So Rav Yimamish, like you just said, the first attempt at an answer is that the Mishnah started and said it's large, and it said if you make it l'shchiva. So Gemara says great. So a large one is stama going to be good, and a small one will be the opposite. Says the Gemara, but wait, what does Rav Eliezer come along? And Rav Eliezer then the Mishnah says, both, large or small. Stama, if you make it for shchiva, it's no good. Taima, so what does it seem in Rav Eliezer? The Sav the Shchiva, which would imply that Stama is the Meiser V'schach. But yet, Ema Seifa, what does the Seifa say? The last lines of the, where's this, the last words of the Mishnah, yes. Which implies time of the Salis Chichuch. Hastam the Shchiva. So, Ela Amar Rava. Here we are, 4 lines to the bottom. To summarize the Gemara's kashas back and forth is, what is a stamat? It is a stira in what it is made b'kavana for. Ela Amar Rava. B'gedayla. Kuliyamaloi pligi desama l'sikuch. B'gedayla, a large mat, everyone agrees, is for schach. What's the machlokes? Kipligi b'ketana. Tanikama sover stam ketana l'shchiva. V'lazover stam ketana is nami l'sikuch. So the Rav Eliezer is holding everything is for schach, and the Tanikama is holding a small mat is not for schach. V'hachi kamar in the top of Chava Melech. Machatzeles hakodim gidoyla. Then that's when Rav Eliezer says, if asal l'shchiva, it's mikabel stoma b'mizachem ba. Taima only particularly because it was made l'shchiva. So we just said Rav Eliezer is of the opinion that everything is for schach. Taima does all l'shchiva. Hastama nask b'shasal l'sichum b'mizachem ba. The asam. Rav Eliezer excuse me, I read it wrong. I read it wrong. I jumped the gun. Excuse me. Thank you. The Tanakama is telling us. One more time. Go back. I botched it. Elamarava. Nachmo. Here we go. Let's get it right this time. Elamarava. Big Gedaila. Kuliyamalei pligi. That what? Stama is l'sikach. A large mat. The stam large mat is schach. Ki pligi is a small mat, okay? So a small mat, Tanigama Savar, is no good. Lezer Savar is yes good. A small mat, V'hachi Kamar, Machatzeles Hakonim Gidoyla, that's when, if it's made for Shchiva, it's going to be a problem. Time of the Shchiva, a stam large mat is going to be what? Good. On that nikuda of a stam large mat, the asa Rav Eliezer lemimar, not only a stam large mat, but even a stam small mat. Achas ketana, achas gedoyla, stama kshira le si koch gevaldik. No, one more line. It's the next, the rebuttal. Amrli Abaya, 1 second. Iachi Rav Eliezer Oimer. We have a word issue which is hard to understand. Rav Eliezer Oimer. Achas Ketana v'achas Gedayla. What do you mean? Achas Gedayla v'achas Ketana mi ba'ilei. Because the bigger chiddush. Void. Ki pligi b'gedaylu to pligi. Rav Eliezer l'chomra comes out when you do the math. The Tani Machsel like on a big dome. No, we'll do this tomorrow.